Gameoration.
What is going on, guys? It's Taylor.
And it's your boy Dre.
Welcome back to another edition of Gameoration, our weekly podcast. We talk about games and what have you and what's going on in life. As of today recording, Dodgers just won the World Series. So everybody's super excited. I'm happy. My wife, my daughter are super excited. The bar downstairs is very excited. So I'm sure drinks are all around. We've heard them. They have a sound machine. They have a music in their bar. So what do we hear? We heard we heard I Love LA by Aaron Newman. You heard California Love, and then before that, you were listening to Kendrick Lamar, right?
And the song before that is called Peekaboo.
Let's
get your luck.
Yeah.
So
everybody's having a good time. Fireworks going off in our neighborhoods. I'm sure they'll be still going off when I get back home in a little bit.
You know what happens now that they won? There's gonna be a riot. And you know what would happen if they lost? It was gonna be a riot.
It's gonna be a parade. So make sure to, if you're a Dodger fan, please make sure you're.
There are cars probably being flipped over as we. Wait, no way. No, it wasn't in California. So okay, we might be okay.
Right, don't be that part of the media where they think that everything's fine.
No. Fuck that shit. I know. Whenever the Game 7 win, if you're in LA,
that was a Laker game.
If it's it doesn't matter if it's a Laker game, a Giants game, whatever. If
Giants up north,
if they're playing home court and then they win, that means every car around that motherfucker is up for grabs. That is gonna be flipped over, stomped out.
Currently they're playing in Canada, so
we might be okay.
That's their problem right now. So we're all good.
There will still be a small crowd of people, rowdy and unruly, exiting bars, but they might not be enough if they had left.
The bar downstairs below us, so hey, good job to us. We'll be fine. Everybody's fine. Anyway, so we're on a high of that. We recorded some good gameplay this week, and then we'll see it throughout this week and next week. And then so we're having a good time here. Also, speaking of we're downstairs above a bar. We're next to a place that serves alcohol, across from a sports bar. There are many offices in this building where we're housed. Our studio is housed. I'm assuming at one time, if not many times, someone has gone down and picked up a barfly, brought him back here to the office, and knocked one out. How many times do you think someone's picked somebody up, man, woman, what have you?
I'm gonna be honest with you, super duper honest.
What's up?
I don't think that happens that often.
You really?
I see that in
office here,
in TV. I see that in pornography, but the logistics and actuality.
I'm drinking water if you can hear audio. Sorry.
I'm saying, I imagine it does happen.
Yeah.
But the amount of time is probably like a rarity. Like I said, the logistics of. I would think more people could probably get down in a bar bathroom than they actually do like in an office space like that.
But if like we're here, right? So this is a decent size, this is a nice sized room that we're in. Not that we're gonna go hook up with anybody downstairs, but like there are offices throughout here. And like I'm sure somebody, people get lonely. People whatever. They go have a drink, they meet somebody, they shoot them off. They hey, by the way, I have an office upstairs.
I think if you're really that lonely, you're not going to your office. It's gonna be a bar bathroom.
But we're right here above the bar,
or just next to the trash can. I don't think any. I honestly, I actually thought I thought about that. I was like, I wonder what, because I could, right? I could actually live here if I really broke it down. No one ever comes in this office. Yeah, I would have to shower somewhere else. But there's a bathroom. I could wash up, use the bathroom.
The important part was face, underarms, ass, and groin.
Yeah, I have my own fridge.
Or bath, yeah.
So I could do that. I could even go as far making I could bring in a microwave in here. I could legit live here. But I think the amount of people that actually would do that in a building like this is probably so small. So I think even less for people getting down.
Be the first, Dre. Be the first. I was here to pick up a nice person who is down their luck. Hey, we're all celebrating LA World Series, and then get down. Yeah, so if you're watching the video, you'll notice that Dre's wearing his cool glasses. There are Meta Ray-Bans.
It's funny. I get yelled at my other job too about wearing my glasses in indoor space. Why are you bothering me?
But what do you see on them? I'm not gonna wear them, but when you see them, what do you see? Do you see anything differently on the screen, on the lenses? Or is this voice activated? I don't know.
The Meta, Meta it's just a voice activated thing, all audio right now. But
it has a camera pointing forward,
so it can see. It can take a picture and it can do video, and that can it can describe what's around you. I mostly use them for podcasts and music, but it has ability. But if you were to rank all the AIs with this Grok now, ChatGPT, Google
Mm-hmm.
Gemini, and there's a million others, right?
Yeah.
Meta AI is like middle of the pack. It's not good. So that's the one thing that downside of having these AI smart glasses is Meta AI is just like they should just license out to another company like Google Gemini, or like you should better pick like, oh, you want to add an AI to your glasses, pick one of these because Meta AI is whack.
Well, you can't see anything different though, right? Like you're
no different.
nothing. Yeah. So I mean, the lenses prescription, or are they just like the regular lenses?
Just
Or
regular
just
lenses. Just these are more
okay.
more or less at the end of the day, these are just sunglasses.
How much? If you know, how much they cost?
So these I got at Black Friday sale, so they weren't more than $150.
And they were. I assume are they on Wi-Fi or?
The way they work is they connect to your phone, so they're like a
Okay.
smart watch. Like they connect to your phone, and then they can, like I can get updates from my phone, and I can like listen to messages, or I can
Yeah.
tell my phone to do stuff and listen to music. But they don't work independently of your phone, at least as far as I know.
Yeah.
Um,
So okay. So it's just mostly you ask questions, get on the fly questions without picking up your phone. And
yeah, basically.
Yeah.
But I don't know. There's a new version of these. I don't
Mm-hmm.
know if it's going to be sold or if it's still in beta because they were suggesting it's going to cost like $700.
Yeah.
They actually have a visual component to it.
Yeah.
Like they have like a little display that will project on the screen where you can see stuff, and then they have like a wrist control where you can like it's basically a 3D or open air mouse, so to speak, where you can move around. But again, that we're getting to this point where like it's super cool technology, but I'm not trying to buy no fucking glasses with that feature for $700.
I'm gonna be the dork that walks around the Costa Mesa Mall with the Apple VR or Apple whatever it was, or the wherever they're fucking wearing.
Yeah, I always see this funny. But it's funny though. When I went to Japan twice this year,
Okay.
and both times because that's 9 to 12 hour flight,
Fuck that.
depending on I don't know wind conditions or some shit. So I brought my VR headset both times, and I was wearing it, and I was watching Carnival Row. Carnival Row. I was watching anime, but I was like, yeah, I was getting down. I tried to, and I couldn't get it to work, but they say it works, and it worked shortly, but it didn't stop working.
Are you trying to look at the camera on the outside of the plane?
No.
Okay.
I had hooked up my Steam Deck to it.
Okay.
For a short period of time, I was playing Cyberpunk
Okay.
2020 on my VR headset, and it was actually pretty cool. But then it stopped working.
Nice.
So I got to fix that. But it's a pretty cool experience. So I was having fun. But yeah, I imagine you could do the same with the Apple VR. So I do think it's weird to walk around with that on, but if you're like in a library, somewhere where you're stationary, like in a library, or you're a passenger in a car, or in a bus, I'm like, hey, put
No,
that
this
VR
fucker
headset
was
on.
walking around the Costa Mesa Mall, like in front of like walking through everybody, like the big crowds, like you couldn't see shit. I mean,
Yeah, you can.
I'm sure you can't see. You keep looking around everywhere else, like except in front of him, so you know what the fuck you're looking at. But it does look like
He probably looks dumb. Don't get me wrong, he looks dumb as fuck. Even
Yeah.
when you wear like the
it looked like a hey, look at me, and you want to get punched in the face type of situation. It's Strays.
it started
Here,
playing
Strays
by
guys talking
accident.
to him.
But I was gonna say, yeah, those people look stupid. But actually, because even with my Quest on,
Yeah.
you can see around you. I wouldn't fucking like try to dodge knives or anything with that shit on. But like
Or
you
drive with it on?
I think you could actually get away with driving with them on, as long as you're not going like some really high speed. If you're going like a low speed, like maybe like 20 miles an hour, I think. Like,
So only through
I wouldn't
residential areas,
suggest
then.
anyone fucking do this, but
Yeah.
I think you would actually be like let's say they were fucking glued onto your face, right? Like they were legit glued on, and you couldn't
Sounds like
get
a
them.
Saw fucking episode, like
You couldn't
drive through this
get them
school
off.
zone.
I do think you would be successful at getting like from here, like walking from here to my car, hopping in my car, driving home. I think I could be successful with those glasses on if I had to. Now, I would not recommend that anyone fucking do that because it's highly it could glitch out at any point, your battery go dead, who knows. But I do think optimal situations you could get away with that.
So if the battery goes dead, do you lose visibility?
Yeah. It's just like a
It just goes black.
yeah. I mean, it'd be
And
like
you can't
having
and you can't see though, right?
yeah, can't see anything.
Okay,
But
so
if it battery like it's because the way it's working, it's using cameras, feeding those cameras the visual, and it's giving it to you like a surrounding area. But
okay,
it's using cameras at the end of the day. So if those cameras get covered, like there's like I don't remember how many cameras that Quest has, but I want to say
Yeah.
it's like 6. Like these old tiny cameras. If you were covering them all up, yeah.
see, I thought
know.
it was just like a bigger like enclosed glass situation where you like you can always see outside.
Yeah.
That's pretty fucked.
Same thing with the Apple Quest. I don't know specifically, but I'm pretty sure it has this row of cameras where it's taking a. It's like it's piecing together an image based on what the camera's seeing. It's like, okay, is it based on what all he sees? We can stitch together a visual of the outside world and feed it to the person that's. So once it goes off, all you see is black.
Yeah, that's a horror movie waiting to happen. Like it's just that's something that is a situation where the robbers had a delivery man. They put a bomb on his neck, and then
Oh, the evilest. Wait, is this a Netflix documentary?
no, well it was a real something, and then it happened to turn to like a movie with like I forgot his name, and then they got mad that it was gonna because it was like a comedy, but then yeah, it's a real situation that happened. But I'm saying, but like if that happened with these glasses, where like somebody kidnapped you and put the glasses on you and they glued them with Gorilla Glue, like hey, you need to do this, like you have this amount of battery life in your hair in this, you have to do this or else that's it. I mean like.
That's like really good. I like that. I like that idea for a song. Will be like, okay, once it
Yeah, the amount
goes
of
off,
battery life.
and yeah, it's like, oh, you're at the battery life going on. You to like charge it up. That would be kind of fun.
But I guess that'd be like, oh no, like the company would be like, oh, like our battery lasts longer than that. Don't believe them. That's like half an hour. But yeah, and then that'd be the ideal situation. But anyway, again, horror movie wouldn't happen. Fucking Hollywood's out of ideas anyway, so just use anything. Use what you have around you.
all I'm saying, like that dude looking like a dumbass walking around with his VR, especially Apple VR. They say Apple VR has the best. There's a pass through view of any VR headset. Like I said, I thought the Meta Quest was pretty decent. I think Linus tested it. Like if you wore wet headsets, and then like they were doing like different activities, like they were throwing balls at them, see if you can catch it.
Mhm.
And again, I have no proof of this, but apparently, Apple VR has the best paths through it. It almost feels like reality when you're looking through the glasses, based
Gotcha.
on what I've heard. I have no
Okay.
idea.
I believe you.
And I
Fanboy.
know right now, if you could buy a Apple VR Pro, whatever they called it, like
For the price of a small car.
no, on eBay for like $1,500. It started off at 4, but now that there isn't a lot you can do, people found, so they've been selling them on eBay. So like, the price has gone from 4 to like 15.
You said 4,000. I mean, right?
Yeah, I want to say out the gate it was 4,000, maybe 3,500 to 4,000. Right now, you can probably I don't have my phone on me.
That's okay.
So, yeah,
No
I
worries.
think I'm getting on eBay for like 1,500 to 2,000. I almost bought one the other day, but I don't have any Apple device so I feel like you need an Apple device.
Cheap.
No, I've been always. Did I tell you the first time I ever experienced VR was in the 90s at a carnival, and it was like they gave us this headset and we played some like old school Polygon like battle tank looking game.
Yeah.
A mix between Tron and like battle tank.
Yeah.
And since that day, I have been hooked on VR virtual reality. I've been waiting for it to become a thing. So I'm with it. I'm not even a huge Apple fan, but if they've perfected the VR, then they've perfected it, and I'm jumping in. I think VR is like the coolest fucking thing that will hit our society. I mean, it unfortunately hasn't hit that inflection point because the price point is so high, and the problem is different companies are trying to capitalize, so they're all creating their own like enclosed VR environment. So Google has their VR, like they want you to do all this Google shit, and they want Google to be good, and you have Meta Quest, which is join Meta, and like we all do on this Facebook shit. So it's not opened up to anything. So like you had these like little separate like VR entities, and they're all gonna fail because they're not working together.
Yeah, see, I'm just waiting for the HoloLens, the Microsoft.
That's dead.
No, I'm still waiting for it. It's alive.
That's dead.
It's real to me, sir.
I forget the last news on it, but the last news was basically it's dead.
No, I got you. I know. I know Xbox right now is having some issues with everything. It's hard for me to. It's getting harder and harder for me to be a fanboy. I'm still an Xbox fanboy.
Yeah. So yeah. Right now, where Xbox sits when it comes to Xbox is they don't give a fuck about anything but AI, AI is where it's at in terms of what Xbox is, or sorry, not in terms of what Microsoft is focusing on.
Yeah.
Okay, this is just what I hear through a lot of tech people, and I actually have a lot more tech friends than you think, and they're in different places in the industry.
Okay.
Right
take it
now,
easy. A little defensive.
no, not defensive at all. I'm just saying, right now, the Xbox itself, hardware, is dead to them.
Everything's an Xbox. That's why.
Yeah. Yeah, so everything's Xbox. At the flip side, no, you know that when you
Yeah.
please everybody, you please nobody. Everything's Xbox. As a result, nothing's an Xbox. Hardware wise, they're like, we're moving on past the Xbox Series S. They might still exist in one other fashion, like probably an all digital version, but when it comes to it,
Physical versions are dead.
yeah, physical versions
media.
are going to be dead. If not this next generation, the generation after that. So they're jumping from hardware Xbox because all those are just loss leaders. Top it off, the Xbox itself.
But that's for everything though. That's for PlayStation 2.
No. Specifically Xbox. I mean, look, PlayStation sold well. PlayStation 5 sold well.
Yeah.
Xbox Series X or whatever they called it sold worse than Wii U right now. Wii U's like in terms of like the modern gens, like known as like one of the worst sellers. Xbox is not selling that well. However, like you said, they have the Xbox everywhere concept. They have the Game Pass concept.
Cloud gaming,
so they're moving away from
they just launched the Xbox Cloud gaming app on the phone.
Yeah. So they're moving away from we want you to buy this hardware and buy these hardware games to, hey, pay us a subscription and you can open up your phone and play games.
Yeah.
That subscription is worth more to them because, like, at the end of the day, no one's going to be playing games 24/7 where they're technically, I mean, they're getting much money worth, but they're not spending so much resources from Xbox where it costs them than you're paying in. And what I mean by that is like when you go to like McDonald's, right? You buy a burger. Burgers are generally loss leaders, so it's costing them money to sell you that burger.
Yeah.
But when you buy the fries, when you buy the Coke is like it costs them a penny for like a gallon of Coke, right?
Well,
So
the syrup,
yeah. So when you buy that Coke, you're just donating money to them because it's the amount of cost versus the amount they're charging you is like way up there, right?
Yeah.
Same things. That's where Xbox is. The amount it's costing them to customer acquisition and to play a game, it's probably pennies to what the subscription is. Because you pay like I don't know what it is. I'm just throwing out numbers. Let's say you pay a $50 a month subscription. In terms of actual video games, you probably pay like $20 worth, right? So they're collecting that extra $30 monthly because seasons go up and down. People stop playing. They're like, or like I have subscriptions to shit that I don't even use at all. I logged into one of my subscriptions the other day. Like shit, I haven't used this in years.
Yeah.
And I've been paying a $20 month fee. Shit, I canceled my 24-hour fitness subscription last year.
Mm-hmm.
I had that shit since 2018. I probably haven't gone since 2019. But I got a good deal. It was like $19 a month. So I was like, oh yeah, I'm not paying anything, right? So it's just $19 a month. But over the years, like I'm literally not. They're not. I'm not costing them anything because I haven't gone into the gym.
Yeah. So
they just pocket out the money. So they've got subscriptions, Xbox. Yeah. So they're making their money on that digital version of Xbox at the end of the day. But that said, HoloLens is basically dead in terms of what hardware bringing to the consumer. However, have you been to Universal Studios recently?
I have not.
Okay. My understanding, and this is just rumored from me as someone told me this or whatever, that HoloLens technology is being pushed out to businesses like Universal. Mario Kart. From my understanding, is based on the HoloLens technology. So instead of them
licensing it out?
Yeah, they're basically saying, hey, we made this shit. It's really cool. You can use it. And they're licensing it out to like gaming companies, to businesses. So the HoloLens isn't dead in terms of that, but it's dead in terms of like, hey, I'm waiting around for them to
isn't that where most money comes from? Licensing deals? Like you license your music out or movies or whatever it out, like
absolutely, yeah.
And that's how the money comes, like the same way as you say, like music creators don't make money, it's the producers who make money, not the actual creators because they get paid, whatever. Yeah. Speaking of like Xbox Anywhere, like I play Xbox on my phone. Like so, when I go pick up my daughter from school, parking fucking sucks. So I have to get like half an hour before, right? 40 minutes. So I bring my controller, get my phone, and then pop it in there and play and start cloud gaming.
Yeah, we're getting to the point where like almost all gaming, like so right now, Steam has been like slowly on a rise because they're slowly decoupling from a fucking computer, right? They have the Steam Deck now. I can fucking play Steam games everywhere. And now the phone is like, depending on what phone you have, but they're capable of playing games. So like, hey, I can play my Steam Deck. I can play my Xbox here. You don't need a Xbox hardware anymore. You can just play it on your phone, and like, you can play it anywhere.
Yeah.
I played Blood one time on a plane trip, like 4 hours fucking straight. That's my fucking game, man.
Yeah.
Same thing with Steam Deck. You play it on the go. So like they're slowly moving away from Xbox, where the Steam, the Game Passes of the future. PlayStation, on the other hand, sold very well, but it's curious if they're going to keep going with it based on like Xbox is going to not drop out of the console. Well, they will be dropping out of the physical console wars, but they're not going to drop out of the video game wars at the end of the day. Same thing with probably Nintendo.
They're licensing their games to PlayStation as well. Like,
yeah. But at the end of the day, I think where we're going to head with this in terms of the console wars, and Nintendo or PlayStation specifically is going to.
Are there really wars really anymore?
Yes, they're definitely wars. They're wars, like the way people talk about them.
I don't think the wars have been downgraded since like the 90s when there was Nintendo, Sega.
People talk about them. That doesn't exist anymore. But they are still, at the end of the day, battling for souls.
Well, yeah, it's just a company. You're trying to keep a company alive.
Somebody at the end of the day is getting money, so they need to do more than Company X to stay alive. And because they have a investment board, a board of directors, yada yada yada.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a Sony IP, there's a Microsoft IP, there's a Nintendo IP. I mean, stock market IPs, right? The line has to keep going up.
Yeah.
They don't give a fuck how you make that line up. But if you had to stop selling Xbox hardware to make that line keep going up, then do that. They don't give a fuck. They don't give a fuck if you keep making Xboxes. If that line still goes up, they want you to do something. So at the end of the day, there is a war for dollars. It may not be like all this console war bullshit for consumers. Xbox doesn't care if you buy fucking Street Fighter on, PlayStation. As long as you're still buying it, you care. But at the end of the day, the stock market cares. Like if Xbox is going up or down. So they just need to figure out how to get that end of the day. So there's no console wars in terms of like what the fanboys and all that. They don't give a fuck about these people. But there's a console wars in terms of our stockholders are mad because we didn't meet our quarterly incomes or target this year. So what do? Fire a bunch of people or let go of a bunch of companies or
layoffs? Hello,
layoffs.
Necessary layoffs, Dre.
It's crazy though, right? Like this year, there's so many good games came out, so many records broken, and yet there's still mass layoffs.
Yeah.
But anyway, all that to gibber on to say that. My rumor is Xbox cares about nothing but AI. They're going all in on AI. HoloLens licensed out. Xbox possibly dead or licensed out to hardware like the ROG. Maybe you're going to see other devices with Xbox Game Pass. So yeah, there you go.
Yeah. So Xbox is everywhere. And the kind of transition to from console wars. It seems to be like there is no war in licensing characters in games because the news just dropped recently that Fortnite's getting a whole new Simpsons pack of characters coming in.
Oh man,
it's gotten to be where Fortnite is the Mugen turned to life. Like somebody said, I like playing I like Fortnite and I like third person shooters. Also, I love Mugen. To be careful, it'd be funny to see all these characters into one. But now it's if you want to properly promote your product, there'd be another cartoon, a movie, live action, or whatever. You need to get your characters into X, Y, or Z games. If it fits Call of Duty, but for the most part, it's always Fortnite. Fortnite is going to have a roster of characters that no one's have seen forever, right? I mean, you have these packs of characters from movies, like I said. TV shows, other properties, and it's just one big bowl of characters and skins. That's all there is. Skins.
Honestly, I don't. Therefore, this whole Fortnite thing is weird to me because I don't understand it. I do get what you're saying.
I mean, the main game isn't even played. It's all about the battle royale.
What you're saying is true, but I can't imagine the cross promotion. I wonder if it's just Fortnite finding ways to sell people skins or if it is cross promotion. Like I can't imagine
Well, they are.
Disney slash Fox needs Simpsons to be advertised to a bunch
Oh,
of
they
people
want
that
it
don't.
everywhere. They want that shit
Like they
everywhere.
do want it everywhere, but I can't imagine there's so much crossover with the audience that plays Fortnite and Simpsons that they're like, oh, we need to license out to the game. Like I imagine
You
it's
know what?
just
You know what it is? It may not be the current kids playing Simpsons because Simpsons is so on. It's the parents who are gamers who love the Simpsons who say, "Oh, Fortnite, I'll play it with my kid and I'll buy the skins. I want to have.
yeah.
I want to have.
That's what I'm saying.
You know,
I don't think
Homer,
it's
Bart,
about
Lisa, whatever."
Simpsons getting more viewership. I mean, it is what it is. I think it's about Fortnite figuring out a way, like because Fortnite's free to play, right? I don't know. I've never played Fortnite.
Yeah, it's free to play.
It's free to play, right?
Yeah.
So those free to play games, how do you keep people invigorated and throwing money at it? You give them what they want in terms of like skins, right?
Yeah.
I imagine like, how else do they make money in Fortnite? Like I genuinely have zero clue.
Now they start Fortnite Crew. I think it is. You pay a certain amount of money and you get like X amount of like tiers, whatever in there. Battle pass.
Yeah.
Battle passes are a thing. The thing that battle passes, right? I know if you're an Xbox Ultimate Game Pass member, it's like I am. On November 18th, Fortnite Crew gets tied into Game Pass. So if you have Game Pass Ultimate, you automatically get Fortnite Crew, which is a set amount of money like you're saving on that if you're a player, which means that's gonna bring you into Fortnite, bring people back into Fortnite who haven't been playing in a while because they want to take advantage of this group thing and give you skins and so forth. But
like I imagine, like it's all about like say if a K-pop Demon Hunter skin come out, so if it has it right.
They did, yeah. They did that,
and it's not like K-pop Demon Hunter needs a boost from Fortnite, but it's for like hey, we will license. It's basically like when you go to Barbie, right? Barbie is licensing Disney to make a bunch of to basically sell you some shit, a Malibu Stacy, with a new hat. That's what I imagine. Fortnite does all these things. Like it's not Wicked needing Fortnite. It's not Simpsons needing Fortnite. Not K-pop needing Fortnite. It's Fortnite's licensing it out just so it can reskin your Malibu Stacy, so you can run around as like a fucking roomie from K-pop Demon Hunter and shoot Bart Simpson. It's just really cool.
Yeah, it's just that like it's going to get to a point where they license everything. Like if you want, I mean, there's gonna be a way to have licensed characters from products. You'll have fucking Ron McDonald in there shooting chicken nuggets at people. You know, they won't die. For them, their death animation when you shoot somebody, when they fall down on their knees, they'll sit there and start eating chicken nuggets or something.
Honestly, yeah, they're like I was gonna say food coma. They're like, it shows them all fat and like full and satisfied.
I'm gonna say that because they need to still promote. So they like, oh yeah, Ronald McDonald will sit there and you'll sit there, you'll be dead or dying, but you'll be there enjoying chicken nuggets or hamburger or whatever, a meal, and then something will pop up, and then or you'll have a grown up Wendy's girl, the Wendy's mascot, sitting there shooting things or shooting Frosties or what have you at the fucking Baconator at a source, but like Henry Crunch will come out with his knife, his sword, his cutlass, and be something. But it's gonna be that part, like it's gonna be it's looking to be where everyone who wants to promote something is gonna go there. If you want to have if you want to sell something, you want to promote something going on, you go there. Like I haven't seen because I'm saying because right now the commercials are literally almost I would say a thing of the past. I don't watch regular TV. Everything I watch on the streaming.
I don't think anyone watches regular TV.
I'm saying that, but everything like those are ad free. I don't see ads at all. Like I don't see ads at all. So if a new movie comes out, I see it on YouTube. Like the company will it'll be Sony or Paramount or whatever will put a trailer for a movie. You're like, oh, that movie's coming out, cool. I don't see the commercials. I don't see it on TV. Like I see it on there only. So I wouldn't know if something new was happening, if there's promotion with a cereal or cross motion with whatever, I wouldn't know that. But I play games and I watch YouTube. Well, like most people do play games, they also watch YouTube as well. And you kind of find that niche of like, well, how can we promote this? And then there you go. You do that. You have some promotion. And I'm pretty sure that there has to be a line of like products that have pitched to Fortnite or vice versa. And they're just lined up, they're waiting to be promoted, or the way they have a release timeline of when the next thing's gonna come out, and what have you. But something has to come. I mean, they had a Chex cereal game that came out on PC that was like re-released like a couple years ago. Yeah, it's
I'm
just
not even
some
sure I
really
understand that statement. Wait, Chex the studio had a video game?
yeah, like a long time ago on PC. It was called Chex Quest, I think it's called, and then they re-released it like years ago as I think it was a free or something. But anyway, it was some popular uh game way back when, like in the I forgot exactly the year, but it was not popular enough. Like, oh, it's a little cult game that people, if you knew about it, you knew about it. It's kind of like the Pepsi Man game where you run and collect Pepsis. You know what I mean?
You're older than me, so no.
Okay, I think on PlayStation or something there was a Pepsi Man game where you were just like some man who ran around and collected Pepsis that were on the street.
That does not even sound
You would
remotely. I'm like,
yeah.
I'm trying to think of any game. The only games I can think of like that, like direct promotion was
Noid
Noid. I was gonna
You
say
Noid?
I'm gonna say Barbie.
or 7 Up.
Is there 7 Up?
Cool
video
Spot.
game? Oh,
Yeah.
there was that. Okay, that one. Yeah. Okay, that one was like I remember that being like a Nintendo or a Sega game, right?
Yeah,
I
they
do
both
remember
were.
that 7 like
It was
the Cool Spot game.
Yo
Yeah,
Noid
yeah.
and Cool Spot.
I do.
They also have
But I think
they also
those
have
are-
McDonald's kids.
There was that. What's that company that everyone makes fun of because they make crap games? Acclaim, was it? It has that little rainbow icon.
Yeah,
looking-
Acclaim, yeah.
Yeah. I think those are probably Acclaim games because they were used that. They used to just pump out games.
No, it wasn't. Oh no, sorry, you're thinking of LJN.
LGN,
LJN.
LJ.
LJ. I think LJN.
Oh yeah,
is-
there you go. They were like there was
Yeah.
a company that just pumped out games that were like
They were known to be shit.
they weren't bad for kids, but when you compared them like other games, they weren't quality.
Yeah, they weren't. A lot of times they weren't easy. They were just meant to be hard and meant to
Yeah.
like be whatever. But
but they
Yeah.
yeah. Outside of that, I can't think of. I've never heard of this Pepsi game you speak of.
you've seen it before.
I probably have, but it probably doesn't register as Pepsi in my head.
Yeah, but on the flip side, Dre, games coming to movies like you know that they're making a Call of Duty movie, right? It was just funny. So they just hired Taylor Sheridan to co-write the Call of Duty movie. Taylor Sheridan is a very popular writer, making tons of money right now. He did things like Yellowstone, fucking I'm saying right now. I have a list here. Post King, Mayor of Kingstown. He did movies, but he's writing the Call of Duty movie, and right now that's the only thing that they have. They have a writer or co-writer, excuse me. But the thing is, I'm asking like we've talked about this last week. I said Battlefield games are all pretty generic, right? It's just like bad guy taking over the world. Here is these guys in military. It's just gonna be another military movie. It's just there's another
Yeah.
another military movie. That's all it is. Like unless
Sounds about right.
you specifically have something like, oh, here is a character from a
Was there an Assassin's Creed movie?
yeah, the one with Michael Fassbender.
How was that?
Man, it wasn't good.
I don't
It
know.
was weird. It like
Because
the animus on their animus looked like the Frankenstein ride where like you sit like the Harry Potter whatever ride where you
I don't even know what an animus is. I don't.
and
I played one Battlefield, or sorry, Assassin's
so
Creed.
the animus is the machine you get in to go back in time, like you retrieve your memory. That's the animus. But like his animus, like it almost looks like a VR ride. Like you stand in it, like it brings you up on an arm, and like yeah, it looks.
At
It was
the end of the day, I've kind of everything is a way to make money. All movies are just some company investing in something
yeah.
and hoping that it turns a profit. It's the same thing with video games, like because look, at some point you reach a tipping point where there's not any more people to play. Like you could sell like 10 million copies of Call of Duty, right? And at that point, no one else is buying Call of Duty. Like, they're not going to go rebuy Call of Duty. Once you buy it once,
Yeah.
you had the game and you just keep playing it. So you have to find more clever ways of getting more money out of that specific IP. So they have loot boxes and they have
You're
battle
squeezing
passes,
blood
right?
from the stone. Yeah.
And even that point has a tipping point. Okay, everyone has a loot pass. Everyone's buying skins, but again, line go up. How do we keep making money out of this IP?
Release a new version.
Release it to a different audience. We make a movie out of it. Now we can invest $5 million into a movie.
You
Hopefully that comes.
cross promote with the game.
Yeah.
And buy skins for the movie
Now-
in the game.
And hopefully that brings another influx of $100 million because at some point the game isn't going to make you any more money than it is going to It's gonna like from 0 to like, okay, and we're being sold. So X amount of millions of copies. Okay, cool. That plateaus, and then people fall off. Well, how do we keep money? Battle pass. Eventually, everyone has the battle pass, or everyone that's going to buy a battle pass has the battle pass. So that starts to plateau. It's like, well, how do we make more money? Scans, and that plateaus, and at some point, they like the amount
the marketing team has to have a hell of a fucking time trying to get their shit out
Yeah.
there and like in people's
as like
eyes,
playerships
mouths, whatever.
as a time like as from day 1 to day like 100. It's just keep going down. So that cycle of subscriptions and like scans just keeps going less and less, and I'm pretty sure it doesn't go up. So yeah.
Yeah, there is a stat person at all these companies that is sitting there crunching all the numbers, looking at all the statistics, and like seeing like let them know, hey, by the way, during these months it's going to be slow because right now it's November. Statistically, the slow month because you're right before you're right before your people in school, right before a holiday. Things are getting announced but not released. So you have your traditional Call of Duty, your Battlefield coming out, or out. Excuse me, Battlefield 6 came out. Call of Duty's, getting released. But like you have those as your big releases during this time, and the next thing is like, oh, we'll release everything closer to holiday because that's the big Christmas, the holiday season,
Mhm.
and then you ramp up a little bit and you get a little more towards like summer. You get the bigger stuff, and yeah, so like it has to be something at this job at these places with stats, like going over like Excel sheets and smart sheets or whatever, just like huge fucking amounts of numbers saying, hey, I've noticed that it dips during these quarters, these months, from this week to this week, it'll dip down. But it's okay though because we made enough revenue from these months to match that to do whatever. Like
This is that meme, right? Where they had that meeting. It's like, so we made a revenue from these months.
Oh, yeah,
and
and
then
the guy,
everyone
yeah.
sees him, and then like, the next clip is him throwing out a
Out the
window.
window, yeah.
Like, and then like, okay, so how do we make more money out of this shit?
yeah. And it's not the answer they want to hear, but the answer they specifically they have to understand as a boss. Yes, we're not going to be up and up and up like fucking every year. It has to be a downtime. Like even in my job, like not to say what it is, but that we are aware that profits
Works for the Secret Service.
Yeah, we do. My job is I work in a multi-billion-dollar company.
The porn industry.
Apparently my owner company just bought a $60 million jet, so good for him.
Dude, I hate that so much. When I've been working
Yeah,
private and public for years, and every time I hear the boss make like X million, I'm like, fuck this, I'm gonna go beat that dude up because like I know that dude is not working 40 hours a fucking week like I'm working, and that motherfucker's out partying and shit while we're stressing about those customers are being pissed off. So that drives me nuts. Oh, I hate.
Here you are worried about.
Like,
you're worried about taking lunch and a break on time.
Yeah,
or
no,
whatever.
like I'm getting chewed out because I spent 5 extra minutes on my lunch break. Meanwhile, Boss X bought his 8 private jet and has flown to his fucking private island where he just smokes weed and fucks bitches, I imagine. But I don't think he's stressing about what the fucking how long my SLAs are on bullshit. And if you worked enough public jobs and private sector, you know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about.
And being in IT as we both are, IT is a thankless job.
Yeah,
highly thankless job. So like it's more gimme.
There are seasons of that. I found that a lot of older people are very thankful. Okay.
Because
let me take it back.
They remind you of their grandchildren.
No, a lot of older people who don't understand computer and technology, they are thankful that I was there to help them figure that shit out. A lot of the younger people are like, this should just work. And the fact that it's not just working is your fault. And they want to blame me.
Why can't I have a Mac?
Yeah.
Out of here.
It's like you don't understand. Like, I have one employee that just bitches. We will break our necks, bend over and backwards trying to help this person out.
Is this person of status?
Yes.
That's
Unfortunately, this person has direct access to the person on top of our company, and when things don't go the way that person wants to, they're like, "Oh, hey," and they go bitch at it and like,
yeah, I hate that shit.
Like, and I'm telling you, bending over backwards, talking. I'm talking to my boss, talking to their boss, not they're bending over backwards just for getting an email saying, "Oh, it's still not good enough." And meanwhile, we deal with that stress. The boss he probably just lets it go to voicemail on his fucking private yacht, fucking bitches and shit. Yeah. Anyway, I just hate that. There was this, and this is a complete side note, but
Go ahead.
Billie Eilish was just complaining about billionaires, and then people were letting her have it in her comment section because, oh, how dare you hate on? I don't give a people fucking. We're in this weird state in the world, but especially America, where we like worship billionaires. Like they're trying to give Elon Musk $1 trillion. What the fuck does Elon Musk need $1 trillion for? Like they're voting on it. They should give him $1 trillion package. Like what the fuck? Why don't you guys split? Why don't the millions of you to split that $1 trillion between yourself? Elon Musk is gonna be okay. He doesn't. He won't be missing this $1 trillion if he doesn't get it. He's not gonna be sitting there crying at fucking home in his $1 billion yacht, like, oh, he didn't give me the $1 trillion. Like, no, what the fuck? Okay. It is this weird state where we worship billionaires and feel like somehow billionaires are better than us, so they deserve it. Where there isn't a single billionaire probably in this country that works harder than his bottom employee. I would almost guarantee that. Like, works more, works harder, and is stressing more. And it's like, yeah.
Yeah. How do we get here from Call of Duty? I forget.
What were we talking about?
Oh no, we're talking about.
Oh, we were talking about because line goes up. Because we were talking about because Call of Duty. The reason why they're making a Call of Duty movie isn't because of the artistic. Oh, yeah, I am all about this capitalist bullshit.
Yeah.
A reason why anything exists. They don't make movies because it's an artistic expression. Some company wants to make $1 million, and they're trying to figure out, okay, we invest. So when they give somebody money to make a movie, it's not because they believe in their artistic vision. No, they think that artistic vision is a good investment for them to make $1 billion or some shit.
It's all about ROI, right?
Yeah, that's again exactly. So I'm just saying the reason why they're making a Call of Duty movie because like, oh, this is a great IP, people love a movie now. Like, no, we notice there's a good enough audience playing this game, so if we make a movie out of it, spend $5 million, it might make us $1 billion, right? Because the amount of cost it takes to develop a new game is like $300 million. We don't want
how much.
that.
I mean, how much CG do you really need in a Call of Duty movie? I mean, it depends on what you label. Is it feature tech? Is it gonna be advanced warfare? Is it gonna be current day, which is kind of still advanced, but still like, I mean, how much money? I would say is not as much as like a Mission Impossible movie, but there's still gonna be stunts, secret, you know, like
actually
technology and what have you.
If they're smart about it though, like Mission Impossible, there is a gap in the market. Because there are no spy movies that I don't even call Mission Impossible spy movies these days. They're kind of spy movies. There's not really. They only spy Mission Impossible movies like the first one and like maybe like the fourth one. But there's a gap in the market. Yeah,
yeah.
Like there's a gap in the market for those kind of movies. If whoever develops Call of Duty is smart, they don't want to just make it like the video game. They want to make it more like a cross between like
007 and Mission Impossible.
Exactly, because that market is. Like even the last James Bond movie wasn't James Bond.
Yeah,
they need to go back to that 007 when we were shooting a bunch of guns, and then like spy. GoldenEye. Yeah, GoldenEye with a mix of a spy. There was a market there. There's always been a market there. I'm surprised that no one's really tapped on that market because like the shooty bang bang market has basically been taken over by John Wick right now. So you need to find a different avenue. I don't think those Mission Impossible movies are doing it. That's what you should take Call of Duty. Who cares what the video games are like? Who cares? Like, oh, it's not like the game. Yeah. If it makes you $1 billion, no one's gonna give a fuck at the end of the day. So they should make it. Yeah, spy games. I think.
I mean, but these games, like I said, these games are really generic as far as like
exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Movies. I mean, they've taken how many times before they tried to? I'm not sure how it's gonna be, but like they've taken what once, twice. This is the third time they tried to do a Street Fighter live action movie. Like, right?
Oh god.
The first one, the second one with the Chun-Li one, and then the third one, yeah.
This would technically be
the third one.
Third direct adaptations of some sort, yeah.
And Street Fighter 2, and they have all the characters and so forth there. They listed them, but like Mortal Kombat, they had 3 original ones in the not TV show, but like 3 original movies.
So IP wise, they have one Mortal Kombat Annihilations, and now they had that Mortal Kombat. What was it just called? Mortal Kombat? They had that one, and now they're going to release another one.
MP2,
Those are those 4 games. And then they had like 4 movies that are animation.
Yeah, but wasn't there a third? It was Mortal Kombat 2. Then is it Mortal Kombat Annihilation with the third one or second one?
There's a second one.
There's a third one, though. It was straight to I think it was straight to TV, it looks like.
No, so
It was just really shitty one.
there is a Mortal Kombat TV series. Are you sure you're not talking about that?
No, there was actual. Maybe it's. I could have swore I thought it was like TV. Like
I actually liked that TV series. Oddly enough, it was very cheesy. There was a TV series I really liked, and then there's a TV series animation I really liked too.
Oh,
Both of them didn't do so well,
yeah.
so they got like I don't want to say they were doing USA, at least where
Yeah,
I was.
gotcha, yeah.
And they got canceled. I actually like both of them. But then it was movie wise, there might have been. I don't remember there being an extra movie. Oh wait, no, there was a it was like a weird YouTube series attempt where Reptile looked like a reptile. The black dude from like
The
New York
black dude?
yeah, he played Jax.
Okay.
Um, it was Mortal Kombat, but it was like it was like a different take on Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
And I want to say that was a YouTube series, but I can't quite remember. Yeah.
I mean,
I do remember it being.
I'm saying they've tried this with many other video game movies. I mean, but other video game movies have a unique-ish plot to them. Like Call of Duty, Battlefield, Mission Impossible. You can say like they all had the same kind of like the same situation as far as like what to do. Mission Impossible was a book series, or start off with Ian Fleming, and then went to sorry, that's not Mission Impossible. I'm sorry, I'm talking about James Bond. Ian Fleming. I forgot the Mission Impossible. Like, I'm pretty sure it started of something. But anyway, no, it's a TV show, then movie. But still, it's just bad guy wants to take over the world with X amount of bomb, nuke, whatever, or kidnap somebody or some kind of gas to whatever. Then here comes the good guys come in and infiltrate and take over and take back and win. It's going to be a war movie. That's just how it is. A lot of government stuff.
War is never change.
Yes, war is hell, and that's just how it's going to be. I mean, it's not going to be anything woohoo or special. They tried to, they saw what happened with Resident Evil. It was cool, and they got way off the mark.
I honestly, I bitched about that at first. Like I was like, this is not like the video games, but in fact, I kind of like, in retrospect, this is my new take on life.
Uh-oh.
Like I've played the video games. I love the video games. I don't need the movie to be the video games. I was like,
you want to have some kind of reference though.
Yeah, they have some reference and like it call back. Like you can see like the similarities. I'm not saying
maybe
like
the TV show, the Resident Evil TV show on Netflix. That kind of
I used to be like it's not true to the source material. I'm like, yeah, fuck all that shit. I don't need to watch. I don't need to read a book and then see a movie that is the exact same shit as the book. What was the whole point? I've already read the fucking book. And I get that in that case, it's probably just for a different audience. But I'm saying, like, for Resident Evil, I fucking played those games to death. Love them. I like the fact now, and it's again in retrospect, because if you watch a video from me last year, I probably said the exact opposite shit. Yeah. In retrospect, I like the fact that it was different. Because now, to me, it's almost like, a different spin or a different take on Resident Evil or a different chapter, right? I've already done this over here. So I don't need to re-see this shit that I said.
It's almost like a multiverse. I know that.
Exactly. It's almost like a multiverse. I'm with it now. I did not used to be with it. I used to be like, fuck this, not the same, not true to source material. This is bullshit. Flip the table over.
Yeah, I mean, I understand what you're getting at, and I see what you're getting at, but it just trying to go way too unique and far and have a whole different. I'm just saying, for me,
I'd say yeah.
For me. If going way out off the mark and doing something with we have the name, but the storyline, the plot, whatever, and the character, like that's gonna be way left field. Something completely new, or it's like whatever, like with Alien Earth, like that one.
Oh man, I'm feeling Alien. I haven't finished it yet, but I'm feeling that shit right now.
I could do without the fucking post.
Like don't. I've only watched like the first two episodes.
No, that's my thing. I could do without the end of the episode, fucking get like rock thing, like the unnecessary like takes out of the moment, like takes you out of the whole everything with like, I'm gonna throw in some '90s rock or 2000 rock, like
I don't
music.
remember what we were talking about, so maybe I haven't watched that scene yet.
No, it's every episode. At the end of every episode,
maybe it's
the last scene, a song plays. It's always like Tool, Limp Bizkit, or some kind of. It's like, man, like
I must not be paying attention to that last scene. But okay,
Jesus,
but I'm feeling that. But here's my take on it. And again, I would want 2 years ago, I probably would have said the exact same to you. But now I'm at a stage where like I would rather them try some new shit, take a new take, and it fucking fail. Like, okay, maybe that wasn't so good. Than it to be the exact same shit that I'm used to.
I will tell you this:
No,
they
before you keep going, I actually liked parts of the Resident Evil Netflix series. It was just the parts of it I hated. I hated Resident Evil High School. That whole if they cut all that shit out and just went to Resident Evil the future,
yeah.
I actually like that show.
I will tell you this: Alien Earth. I mean, it's been out for a while. You should have finished it, Dre. How dare you? But they Disney-fied Snow White. Snow Whited. I'm not sure how do you. They threw in Snow White and Disney into Alien, and that's all I'm gonna say about that.
Okay, I haven't looked at it. I watched the first 2 episodes and I was feeling it, and I had this thing where I can't just binge.
No, it's blatant. It's fucking blatant Disney. As far as like you'll see, it's blatant fucking Disney. But also they threw in Snow White ish stuff.
Okay, like I said, I don't know. I'm looking forward. I really enjoyed that show so far. I watched like the first 2 episodes. I haven't watched the rest. There's just so many fucking things to watch, and it's hard to keep up with all. But no, I'm enjoying it so far. And again, to me, so far. Again, first 2 episodes, it feels very alien to me. Just them hitting Earth.
Yeah.
Again, it might go somewhere else with it, but so far it feels exactly how I would. Like I was iffy at first when I saw the title Alien. I was like, "Come on, aliens is all about being aliens and not." They never actually get to Earth. It's always just like, "Oh no, they're coming to Earth," and at some point, the ship they're in gets blown up or destroyed or crashes into like a fucking boom, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like every alien movie is like that. Like, "Oh no, this is autopiloting back to Earth." But the aliens might get on Earth. What do we do? And then at some point they fucking crash and shit. I think Romulus, they flew into like the fucking rings of Saturn or some shit. Alien 3, they managed to kill them all before it like burns up or something. Anyway, every movie that just seems to happen is like, okay, this is getting old, but this time they actually get there. What did bother me about that, watching them get there, is like, dude, if a fucking ship flown to space and crashed into Earth, that shit would leave a giant crater. There's cities that like it would be like 9/11 times a million. If a ship flew from crash to there wouldn't be a New York City or where that shit crashed. It'd be just a giant ass pothole where that shit crashed to. I was like screaming. It's like go. That's my old man. It's like come on now. That shit crashed from that. It would be going so fast.
Come on now.
All of New York would feel it, and it would not be a city anymore. It'd be a giant ass crater where New York used to be, and the ship crashed. Because it would be such a massive thing that
you just make New York. It's all
like
good.
just dragged through the things, like just like did some damage. Like come on, that's not even remotely.
You don't know how buildings are in the future. How technically
there is that
made of everything.
Truth, but yeah, I was like screaming at the screen. Like, come on, you kidding me? That shit was that would level the entire fucking city.
There goes Dre resorting back to old man Dre.
That shit like barely just like okay, like skimmed the film a bit and like kind of stopped in the road. I was like, you gotta be joking me. Anyway, I'm feeling it so far, but no. At the end of the day, yeah. What were we talking about?
Call of Duty. I'm gonna call it.
It's
gonna be a generic movie. I'm not sure what they're hoping for. What they're trying to be true to the form of, or they're gonna be, respectful of the game series. Yeah, but like again, you gotta look back and see who's played the actual campaign and who knows that much. I mean, I don't even know if there's like Call of Duty like side books of missions, whatever,
they probably are.
or I don't think there's comics. I'm sure
that's really annoyed me and come on side book. Yeah, I remember back in the day, back before Disney bought Star Wars, I had read like half those fucking Star Wars books.
I mean the old now they're legends, right?
I could tell you all about Leia's kids, Han and Leia's kids, the dark side of the Force. Yeah, no, it was before Ben existed, right? They had twins. This twin could do this, that twin could do that. It was like all this shit. Tales from the dark side, Shadows of the Empire, yeah. And then Star Wars, like, yep, all that shit doesn't matter anymore.
Yep,
wiped off, man. So
That's still it's not canon, but it's old. It's a legend. I think
It's
it's
just not canon. It
that
doesn't.
was called.
It,
Yeah.
it's basically
They,
says,
they,
"Oh,
they
baby,
named
fuck you for loving our
they
series."
named it something where it's like, yeah, we're happy you read it, but it's not
Yeah,
really.
none of that shit fucking
Yeah.
matters anymore.
No. Those are legends.
It's like, God, you fuck. I was so annoyed when that happened. It's like, yep, all those books you read, all that lore, and like you built up, yeah.
Come right up your ass.
it's like watching like somebody play like Dungeons and Dragons, like set it up for you. Like, okay, this is how it's set up. Okay, cool. Just slide it all off the edge of the table.
That's
like,
right.
cool. This is how we're gonna start. It's like
Yeah.
all that, it's like, all those
Yeah,
years
the years of campaign, all you leveled up.
yeah,
nah,
like
we're
all
good,
those
thank
hours
you.
I read those books and like I
Yeah.
was enjoying this lore and it's like no.
Here's a brand new book of character book. A brand new everything. Yeah.
And like, okay, we're just gonna get rid of all this and now we're starting from scratch. It's like
And you're not gonna do a damn thing about it either. You're gonna fucking take it.
all that lore is pointless. It'd be like, I don't know, it'd be like watching anything like suddenly like Teenage Mutant Turtles, not actually turtles at all, are just like four guys.
From space.
yeah, yeah, exactly. It's like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles or Teenage Alien Turtles. It's just like, wait, what? You're like, yeah, just it's space aliens now. It's like,
They were always space aliens. Did you know that? They were all space aliens. The ooze was this,
all
the
that, yeah,
activator.
Bebop, Rock City shit is like, oh yeah, all that out the window. It's kind of like,
They're from planet.
wow,
They're
wait
not
a-
Dimension X. They're from Planet X. Yeah.
so that's how I imagine it's gonna be Call of Duty. Like, oh, I like game stuff. Call of Duty is really about some guy in high school. Oh, have you seen the Gen movie?
Oh, the one about the YouTube, like being a star?
Yeah.
No.
It
I
was
know
like
of it. I
they
don't.
took the lore gym and threw all the shit out the window. It's like, okay, so now
What's this? Oh, don't need
this
that.
is about some
Get outta
girl
here.
in school who just happens to be named Jim.
Yeah.
Wants to be a movie star. It's like, wait, what? It was like
What about the cartoon? And then they being
like,
rock
you know,
stars, and nope.
and being pop rock stars and like at night and like
Girl,
yeah.
that's nice.
Mhm, yeah,
That's cool.
It's like Thundercats. It's about like some cat wrangler, like the junk. Like it's be like basically Tiger King. It's like what the fuck? You took all that? Just like yeah.
All it is
Yeah.
Thundercats is a bunch of cats
Oh.
lost in a
Have you
lost in a
seen-
storm.
Did you see? There was a movie. It's a fighting game
Lots
movie.
of movies.
And it wasn't Dead or Alive because that one actually wasn't so bad until the end. King of Fighters. It was basically like a virtual reality game or like a different world where they became
I
King
didn't.
of Fighters.
Is this Japanese only?
No, it was American. In fact, the dude who plays Darth Maul played
Really?
Rugal.
Rugal?
Unless I just made this shit up in my head.
You do a lot of that.
There's
Yeah, you have these like fever dreams that I don't
There's-
know if they're real or not.
dude, for the longest time I was like, yeah, I would be talking to people like, you guys know Vicky, the robot girl? And I'm like, she was like that.
Small Wonder.
Yeah. For the longest time, I thought I was making that shit up in my head, okay? Because I would say that shit to be with me, and they're like, what? She's like, yeah, Vicky the robot girl. And they were like, and I'm like, Alison Bland's Elephant Show? And they're like, what the fuck are you talking about, man? These are all old shows that I used to watch.
This is why Dre works by himself in a small room.
But-
Next door works on
For the longest time, because it was like it sounded weird, like Vicky the robot girl. She was like a maid, and like, they would put her in like the like closet when they didn't want her around. It was like
Yeah,
a
listen.
fucking
Now, looking back and listening, like that's torture. That's
yeah,
like,
exactly. So he described
you're
it to
locking.
people,
That's like Harry Potter locking some fucking kid
and they're like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" Like, dude, she like wore that little like red and like white polka dotted dress, and they're like, and then somebody was like, "Oh yeah, Small Wonder." I was like, "Dude, that's what that show is." Yes, thank
they're like,
you.
cool, both of you, get the fuck
It's like-
out of here.
It was like before, like
Get outta
you
here,
could like just
nerds.
Google that shit. So when I said it, like no one like I couldn't validate myself, and it wasn't like, oh, just go look it up. And that's how old I am, right?
Yeah.
Back in the day, when you thought something, you knew some shit, and someone else didn't know it, you couldn't just say, oh, open it up on Google and Google like some generic terms. No, it's just like, okay, well, no one knows what the fuck you're talking about.
Nope.
So after a while, I was convinced I made that shit up in my head, right? Just dreamt that shit up one day, and I was like, yo, Vicky the Robot Girl.
See, well, after you played the AI game, you're like, everything's AI. This Vicky the Robot Girl's AI too.
Yeah, Small Wonder. We had some crazy TV shows back then.
Yes.
Oh man. Anyway, I think Call of Duty just would be so funny if they just like, yeah, cool, Call of Duty, and it's just like some guy, he's like a janitor who dreams of like being a. No, here's the worst way to go about it. Call of Duty is about a guy who dreams about being really good at Call of Duty, so he's like training, like being a video game trainer, and like get good at Call of Duty. It's like they take like the like the most like
it's gonna be like
generic
Galaxy
thing.
Quest where they have like the kid who knows the ship as a nerd, like help them with the. You watch
Not like
Galaxy
that.
Quest?
No, Galaxy
Oh.
Quest is great, but no, I'm saying it's going to be like the Wizard, or is it called the Wizard? Or the Wiz?
Wiz?
The game character. Is it?
Oh,
The
the
Wizard?
with Fred Savage, yeah, that
Yeah,
one.
it's going to be that.
It's called the
He
Wiz.
wants to be really good at. So he's trying to join some esports tournament, and that's what the Call of Duty movie. They're not even going to go usually bang guns.
They bring back MLG.
Yeah, it's going to be some guy who wants to be really good at this video game called Call of Duty that just came out.
Yeah,
And like his family's just down on him because he's not good at anything else. But he's really good at video
and
games.
if he wins, he's gonna get money and friends and fame,
Yeah, exactly. Just
and
like
that
the Wizard.
will, and then they will all learn a lesson of love and forgiveness, and they'll learn that.
I'm not gonna lie. I think I would watch that. That actually sounds more interesting than an actual war movie video game. Because
And then they're gonna find out that the mother or father was like also a player of old school games like Counter
he
Strike,
played
and then
GoldenEye and shit, and like he wanted to
they
be.
just hit it. They didn't tell. Yeah,
Yeah, he always wanted to.
They met at some tournaments, some GoldenEye tournament.
And he always wanted to be good at video games, like go somewhere, but at that time it just wasn't a thing. So his parents
Yeah.
always like downed him. So the reason why he was so mean to the kid is because when he was growing up, video games meant like you were a failure, you were a loser. But now you're in an age where video games will take you somewhere, son. I apologize. He's like gonna.
And those failure losers are not my bosses.
He's gonna see like he's gonna go like one day and it's like the room that his dad never let him. Dad let him let the kid in. And he'll see like all these like
Sex dungeon.
trophies of him playing like GoldenEye and like memories of him and his friends playing
Newspaper clipping.
GoldenEye. Yeah, GoldenEye. Like because it was only locals. So like GoldenEye
Local nerd,
champ.
local loner wins
Yeah.
GoldenEye
You're like,
competition.
Dad, I didn't know you played this, son. And he's like, yeah, that should be the Call of Duty. That is a Call of Duty that is more relatable now than any fucking war movie would be. Because again, Trump has stopped all wars. If you haven't heard, he stopped the last 8 wars in like a couple weeks.
And then you're gonna see the grandfather come out like, I was good at Pong. You're like, fuck you, grandpa. Your Pong ass. Stupid tennis.
I actually watched that. That would be more interesting than because like a war movie sounds so like old, especially because you just don't fight wars like we used to.
I mean, isn't just G.I. Joe a war, like the same thing with G.I. Joe, right? It's just a war movie. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it has to be like I like that script better. I'm hoping to go that direction with it.
All right.
That's gonna be a thing.
Somebody's dream to be a Call of Duty player is recognized
man,
and brought to reality.
Yeah,
In
that would
the
be
eyes of Dre. All right, guys, it's been about an hour.
an alternative is someone like it's playing. It'd be like Last Action Hero, or someone's like playing a video game, and all of a sudden like it's like
You
the
get
house is
sucked
struck by
in.
lightning, and like whoa, and now they're in a video game.
Who are you? I'm Soap McTavish. Crowd fucking goes wild,
Yeah.
and that's it. That's all you hear is that one name. You're like, oh, yeah. That's all you hear.
All right, sorry.
No worries, man. All right, so that was concludes this episode of Gameoration. Thank you for listening and or watching. If you're on YouTube, we have videos going up Monday, Wednesday, Friday. With Wednesday, of course, being this video, our Gameoration podcast. Audio is available on iTunes and Spotify. Like, subscribe, comment, say hello. If you believe the Call of Duty movie is going to be anything other than complete boring, or just a war movie, let us know in the comments below. On that note, we shall see you guys later.
Peace.